Broadcast Center. We're talking summer reading, and we have Cheryl Space from the Providence Community Library around the corner to talk about the mobile library. Cheryl, thank you so much for coming in today.
Thank you so much for having me.
I appreciate it.
Thank you.
We've got the visual for
yes.
Now is the second year
right.
of the mobile
exactly.
library. So talk with us a little bit about this. The families are watching. Where is it going? When's it going? And who can take part?
Okay, so basically the mobile library is a big, I like to call it the big red library bus, because it's a former RIPTA public bus that's been sort of redesigned as, it's sort of a giant van, and what we do is we load it.
Take a look now, because I'm going to bring Cheryl a little over here so she's not out of picture.
Sorry.
No worries. So formerly a RIPTA van that you retrofitted.
Exactly.
Full of books.
Exactly. So it's full of 4,000 books. We have computers and Wi-Fi for internet access. We have life-size board games. We have tables and chairs and shade tents. So basically we take it out to 10 Providence elementary schools every week.
Just step a little closer over
okay.
here. Perfect,
yes,
perfect.
And so you can find us in 10 different schools, and the schedule's on our website, the Providence Community Library website. And we set up for 3 hours, so we set up everything. It's just like you're in a regular library, but you're outside in the school parking lot.
Brings it right to the school. So is that outside? Do kids just... Is it just that fun, a big red bus, and the ability to sort of go inside, outside, kind of explore the bus, but what you said, there's tents as well.
Yes, we have. So we set up tents because it can be a little hot. We like to call last summer Friday FRY Day because it was always 95 degrees Friday. So we try and we always set up in the parking lot or just right in front of the school. We're always outside except if it's pouring rain, and then if we're lucky, if there's something going on, we can get inside. But we do set up outside, and so it just looks like an outdoor living room. We have lots of activities going on, so we do have the big games that kids can play. We have a giant Connect 4, we have a giant Jenga, we have a big shoots and ladders game that kids can actually walk on, so they can play that. We have Providence teachers that come in that do math games to help the kids keep up their math skills over the summer. People can get a library card, they can check books out, basically anything you do inside. But the reason we want to do this is we know there's a lot of kids that are just roaming around, they're at the playgrounds. We actually walk around and listen for kids' voices and say, hey, guess what? The library's right over here. We're all wearing our red library shirts. Come on over. It's a good time. So we kind of round everybody up. And we also serve lots of camps because there's lots of camp programs inside the schools. And so those kids come out. The school libraries are closed in the summer, so it gives them access to books and materials so they keep up their reading.
It's so important during the summertime. And is it, talk with us about the library. You're not taking books out and waiting for them and bringing, you're reading that day. You're going in, pulling the books out, and you're plopping yourself down and you're reading when the library is actually there.
Yes, you can do that, or you can check them out and take them home.
Okay.
It's both. So we have a lot of kids, our goal for the summer is to have kids read 20 minutes a day, and actually we have this Passport to Summer Learning. That's a partnership between the city and Providence Public Library, Providence Community Library, and the school department. So we encourage kids to take this path, and each day they read for at least 20 minutes. They fill it in, so this way they can track their reading over the summer. On the back, or you can't really see it, but there's all kinds of places they can bring their passport. They can take it to the Children's Museum, the RISD Museum, the Farmers Market, and everywhere they go, there'll be an activity for them to do, and if they do that, it counts for their reading for the day. And then if they want to sit down and read for 20 minutes at the mobile library, we'll hand them a prize right there. So
a fun way to keep track. Looks almost like a game.
Exactly.
And where do they get these passports? In the bus, it's in the mobile library itself?
Yes, they can get these at the mobile library, at any of our regular libraries. The summer reading program's running everywhere, or every Providence public school student received one before the end of school.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah.
So they can find out more of where to go.
Exactly.
So this is year 2. What was the experience like in year 1? What was the reception?
So the reception was great. We saw about 600 kids a week in year 1.
600 kids a week.
Yeah, it was busy. We're hoping to see more like 1,000 or 1,200 a week this year. So we're just trying to get the word out even more that we're there. We do a lot of walking around. We do reaching out to programs. The school department's been a big help in letting people know. But sometimes it's hard. We're a little hidden, so we want to get the word out so people get
a little hidden. It's kind of hard to miss.
It's hard to miss it. It is.
It's hard to miss. Who drives the bus?
So we have a wonderful driver now named Jackie. She also she's driven for the Boys and Girls Club, she drives for the hospital, and now she drives for us, and she's great because she'll see someone walking down the street with a kid, and she's like, hey, the library's over here. So everybody, either they run away or they come back across the street and join us. It's been great.
So when this was the second year now, when it was in its first year, were you involved with this retrofitting of the bus?
So
what does it look like when you go on the bus?
Well, on the bus, it basically just looks like a big van. Everything's just strapped in. It's like a big moving van. Our dream is to one day have a real bookmobile where the books are on there. So we literally have to load and unload everything. We use the wheelchair ramp to bring things up and down. So it's it was actually done 7 or 8 years ago. They actually created this and got it painted, and it was generously donated. But it didn't really have like a full-time use. It went out once or twice a year. So when I started working at Providence Community Library, I was like, this thing is too cool. And so we got really lucky because the United Way had a grant opportunity to expand or scale up a program. And I said, it would be so cool if we could bring our summer reading program on the road and really go out into the neighborhoods. And so luckily the United Way funded this project. So everything that's inside it, all the staff that work on it, the teachers who come out, they're all funded by the grant.
It's all United Way. So
yes.
Great community partnership there. Going to be out throughout the summer. And one other thing you hear from teachers, and you know, the importance of summer learning, that gap between the grades. I mean, can you stress how important that is?
I mean, I just started learning about this a few years ago, but almost the difference in kids, you know, reading and math skills, by the time they get to 5th or 6th grade, they can be up to a year or more behind just because of that summer gap. If kids don't keep involved over the summer with math and with literacy, they can slide back almost 3 months just in one summer. All kids move ahead during the school year, but in the summer, that's when a lack of opportunities can cause kids to fall behind. And I know Mayor Lors has been working really hard on summer learning and making lots more opportunities, which is why we also are partnering with the Recreation Center camps, which has been great. The city's Summer Youth Employment Program actually has summer reading leaders in the Recreation Centers.
Fantastic. Just bring a little closer over here,
course.
Cheryl. Don't slide away.
So we bring the mobile library. It's co-located with schools and recreation centers, and we also provide books and activities for those youth reading leaders that are in the recreation centers. So it's kind of a dual thing, but it's been really great.
And how much, you know, talk about maybe online learning a little bit. You said you have Wi-Fi. Is that just as helpful for students, obviously, to have enrichment opportunities too?
It is, and what's great is that the school department put together tons of wonderful web resources. So on the Passport, there's a website, hub.prodliv.org/passport. It's right on there. And you can just enter what grade you're going into. It's grades K through 6. And then the kids can go to the website and they can click, and there's tons of online activities to do. Reading is reading no matter where it happens, or if you're doing a math game or skill and you're interacting. So I encourage everyone to please check out that website and see all the different fun learning activities.
Now, I just want to go through all the things that they list on the back here. If you hadn't had your passport already, information about free summer meals, information about water parks, pools, taking a tour of the State House Library, going to the Children's Museum, of course, Providence Public Library, Farm Fresh, Farmers Market, Play Corps, the Roger Williams Zoo, and the Risty Museum. There's just so much enrichment opportunities for students and families out there. And you're just here just to get the word out. Just let folks know that this is going to be going around.
Exactly.
Go to the website, find out when you can take advantage of it. And again, parents, I mean, know again that parents do know that opportunity for students. And so here's a question for you.
Sure.
I mean, can kids go unattended? Do they need to have someone with them?
So we have lots of kids who come on their own. I mean, we're just out there. So we love when the parents come too, or older brothers or sisters come with their kids, but anybody is invited. Absolutely.
And what's sort of the age range?
So this really preschool through grade 6 are the materials that we have on the bus. We do have middle school kids who come up because we have lots of graphic novels and other kinds of books that they like to read, and our teachers will work with anybody, but it's best geared for preschool through grade 6.
Okay, so for the younger kids, again, wanting enrichment opportunities, seeing the bus around town, can you follow the bus if you see it, or would you not recommend it because maybe it might be going back to go to sleep?
It might be going back to go to sleep. But one thing we added for the younger ones this year at our morning schools, we have a kindergarten readiness program called Ready for K. So we bought lots of fun stuff, a water table and all different toys that are really great for the preschoolers. And so that will be going on every morning at
fantastic.
schools.
They love that water play, don't they?
Really fun, bubbles, all that fun stuff.
When it gets warm, we are now in the throes of summer, and this is just getting rolling, and it's going to be making its way all throughout Providence. The mobile library with the Providence Community Library. Cheryl, I appreciate your coming in today to talk with us about it. And again, as you're watching this, you're getting sort of the visuals, and then when we have this after the fact, we'll have all the links that you're going to need to find out where to find the mobile library this summer for your students and friends and family and neighbors and Friends who have kids, let them know about this. It's a great enrichment opportunity. Thank
All
you
right.
so
Thank
much.
you
I'll
so
let you
much.
go around the corner.
All
Okay,
right.
thank you very much. Hey Cheryl, I appreciate your coming in. Providence Community Library talking about the mobile library, a retrofitted RIPTA van going around to different schools this summer and recreation centers outfitted with Wi-Fi, with books, with tents to have some shaded space to be able to read. Again, so important for students through the summer months to have enrichment opportunities so you don't lose everything you learned the year before and you're ready and raring to go back when the school year starts in September. So again, we'll have some more links to that on our site when you check back in later on. So appreciate you tuning in during the Lifestyle